red data book published by the IUCN contains list of which of the following? So we know that red data book is given by the IUCN, and this book is about the threatened aspects related to plants, animals, and species of fungus. So let us discuss these statements. First, the red list talks about, or red data book talks about, endemic plant and animal species present in biodiversity hotspot. This is not correct, because this book, red data book, does not talk about endemic plant and animal species present at the biodiversity hotspots. Second statement, threatened plant and animal species. Yes. So this particular statement is correct, because threatened plant and animal species are included in the red data book of the IUCN. And these threatened plant and animal species are present under categories like critically endangered, and vulnerable, right? So under these three categories, there is presence of threatened plant and animal species. Next, third statement, the protected sites for the conservation of nature and natural resources in various countries. So again, this is incorrect, because the IUCN's red data book does not talk about protected areas, and that's why answer is 2 only, mentioned in option B. Regarding carbon credits, which one of the following statements is not correct? Right? So what have been asked? You have been asked to find out the statements which is not correct related to carbon credits. So statements are options are: A, the carbon credit system was ratified in conjunction with Kyoto Protocol. So we know that under Kyoto Protocol there are certain flexibilities that have been given to the developed countries in the form of clean development mechanism and joint implementation. As a result of these flexibilities, carbon credits may be earned by various developed countries, and hence first statement is correct statement, but it is not the answer, because we are supposed to find out statements which are not correct. Option B, carbon credits are awarded to countries or groups that have reduced greenhouse gases below their emission quota, right? So this statement is correct, because carbon credits will be given to those countries which have reduced the emission of greenhouse gases beyond the stipulated level, and that's why they will be able to earn carbon credits. C, the goal of carbon credit system is to limit the increase of carbon dioxide emission. So obviously, if carbon credits are being given to those countries which are contributing beyond the stipulated quota, it is a method based upon which will be able to address the problem of greenhouse gases and thus global warming. And that's why this statement is also a correct statement. Option D, carbon credits are traded at a price fixed from time to time by the United Nations Environment Program, right? So, but this statement is incorrect. Why? Because the prices of carbon credits are based upon demand and supply. They are not at all fixed by UNEP, and hence the statement which is incorrect for carbon credits is D, and that's why answer of this question is D. A sandy and saline area. Can you think of some area which is sandy as well as saline? Yes, it is Run of Kutch. So a sandy and saline area is the natural habitat of an Indian animal species. The animal has no predators in that area, but its existence is threatened due to destruction of its habitat. We are supposed to identify that animal. So the animal is living in the run of Kutch. So primarily, run of Kutch is the habitat of Indian wild ass. And that's why answer of this question is answer of this question is B, Indian wild ass, right? And the wild ass is threatened because not because of any predator or other reasons, natural reasons, but because of the fragmentation and degradation of their habitat, that means runoff cuts. And hence answer is B. And they are locally known as khur. Locally, Indian wild ass is known as khur, right? And to be more specific, their habitat is little run of Kutch, right? So answer is B. Recently, so recent was for 2011's prelims, not for 2021. Recently, oilzapper was in news. What is it? So oilzapper is a consortia of bacteria developed by TERI, the Energy and Research Institute. And this particular institute has developed these consortia of bacteria based upon which will be able to clear oil spills, one of the prime threats in the aquatic ecosystem. And thus, answer for this question is A. Oilzapper is an eco-friendly technology for the remediation of oily sludge and oil spills. And this particular concept, where we are using microorganisms or bacteria for treatment of particular waste, is known as bioremediation. So we are trying to clear the waste with the use of microorganisms, and that's why it is known as bioremediation. Answer is A, right? So you can go through this particular discussion. The sorry, it is developed by not Tata, it should be the, right? So the Energy Research Institute, right? So the answer for this question is A. The Himalayan range is very rich in species diversity. Which one among the following is the most appropriate reason for this phenomenon? So why Himalayan range is rich in species diversity? We are supposed to identify the reason. So let us discuss these options one by one and let us try to find out what is the correct reason. A. It has high rainfall that supports luxuriant vegetative growth. But this statement is incorrect because we know that in Himalayan region there is no rainfall after a specific point. And that's why first statement is incorrect. Second, it is a confluence of different biogeographical zones. This statement is correct. Why? Because let us consider that these are Himalayas, right? So at this particular height or altitude of Himalayas, we will have good amount of rainfall, and that's why these locations will be similar to, or the characteristic will be similar to, subtropical regions. Thereafter, we will have certain areas where rainfall is very minuscule, but they have sufficient amount of snowfall, and they are the temperate locations, right? And thereafter, at the summits of mountains, will have the presence of tundra biome, alpine tundra biome. And that's why, as a result of confluence of different biogeographical zones, we'll be able to find high species diversity in the Himalayan mountains. And that's why answer is B. Right? So the answer of this question is B.